The day I got the call about my father having a stroke, I had to make a decision, trade and risk blowing up or walk away. That moment tested every ounce of discipline I built, not just as a trader, but as a human. At that point in my life, the decision was automatic. I just walked away. I didn't trade. Now, what if I told you the secret to making that instant decision was nothing else but the same thing that also gets me to the gym every single training day? In this video, I will show you my 6-step blueprint to turn trading into a habit, the same way I build a strong and healthy body. It's very difficult to make trading a habit when you are on your own. People who work for, let's say, a financial firm, or athletes in combat sports, or even those in the army, they have discipline forced on them by their superiors and their environment. But when you trade alone or hit the gym alone, no one is pushing you. And this is exactly why most people fail. They don't know how to build that discipline by themselves. You might see successful traders who are incredibly disciplined but fail miserably at other things, like maintaining a healthy diet. On the other hand, I have also personally seen an airline pilot and a very successful surgeon blow up their trading accounts because they couldn't transfer that discipline from their work. You have to understand that it's not about willpower, it's about systems and forming habits. I started thinking of it as a kind of habitual discipline. The goal wasn't just to be disciplined in the moment, but to build discipline into an automatic, everyday habit, like muscle memory. Now, let's go straight to my 6-step blueprint, putting side by side my fitness and trading experience. Step 1, fixed routine. We can call it the non-negotiable appointment. In fitness, I learned that showing up is everything. My gym time is a non-negotiable appointment in my calendar. Motivation has nothing to do with it. I brought the exact same mindset to my trading. My time at the charts is scheduled and defended ruthlessly. I will show up and observe. When it's time to go, I go. If I do a workout at the gym that lasts too long, I will burn up my muscles and gain nothing. Same with trading. No need to stay glued to the screen hoping for another setup. In my training days, I also spend extra time to eat and take my pre-workout drink, and also at the end, I will get my post-workout shake and spend some time relaxing. Same with trading. I take some time to prepare before and start trading, and also after to reflect on what I did. I had to learn to give my trading the same respect I gave my gym time. I created a before and after trading ritual so I can get my mind right and clear it up when I would step away. I had to realize that there was absolutely no need to let the market stay rent-free in my mind all day long. Step 2, technique. At the gym, I need to do the exercises with a proper form to trigger hypertrophy in the specific muscle I target, plus to avoid injuries. Also doing combat sports, I need to always practice the same moves until I master them so I can move to something else. Same in my trading. I live by the same rules. I focus into mastering my system. When I have my strategy laid out, I focus into documenting all its aspects and make sure I will not fall into trades that there are outside of it. So I had to stop chasing for new indicators and strategies. I just picked one and went deep. I documented its rules, tested it, of course, in the simulator, and then earned the right to use it in the live market to forward test it as well. Step 3, diet. The hardest part of getting fit isn't the workout, it's the diet. Cutting the junk food, sugar, and minimizing carbohydrates, and of course controlling cravings. I apply this same rule to my trading. I starve my demons by sticking to a strict diet of only taking A+ setups. My emotional junk food is revenge trading, especially when I'm frustrated from outside factors. So my plan has hard rules to prevent it. Defining this trading meal plan, let's call it, was a key. If a setup isn't on my plan, it's poison. I implemented a hard limit on trades and an if-then plan for triggers. Like, if I feel angry, then I will walk away. Step 4, tracking progress. In the gym, the mirror does not lie. It shows you exactly what and what not work. At home, the weight scale also tells you if your diet is on spot or not. They force on you a brutal honesty that is necessary for growth. I took that lesson to my heart, so my trading journal is now that brutally honest mirror. I record my screen and talk through my trades out loud because it forces me to confront my emotional state. I said to myself, now it's time to face your own reflection. I started a journal that tracks not just my profit and loss, but my emotional state during each trade as well. This data is my key to unlocking my psychological patterns. Step 5. Damage control. In boxing and Muay Thai, I know what it feels to get hit hard. What it really teaches you is how to control your panic, how to stay disciplined and stick to your game plan even when you are hurt. It teaches you also that damage is inevitable, so you must have a plan for it. Going to the gym, I also learned that getting sore is a necessary part of building muscle. You don't get hypertrophy by avoiding pain. After 8 brutal years in the market, I leave this in my trading. I now treat my losing streaks not as failures, but as training for my psychology. Taking damage does not result in a panic. I can adjust quickly, and when something stops working, I spot it fast and pivot. No ego, just adaptation. I stopped avoiding losses and started planning for them. I saw the need to define my own protocol for unexpected setbacks in times where what worked before stopped working. I defined the exact loss point that will force me to stop trading for the day and walk away. I had to plan my response before the crisis hits. Step 6. Sparring partners. In combat sports, a sparring partner is essential. They don't just fight you, they expose your weaknesses and force you to get better. That's also my exact philosophy for external input in my trading. I don't look for gurus to give me answers. I look for a sparring partner, someone who can challenge my ideas and force me also to defend my strategy. For me, the market itself is my best sparring partner. And as I review past price action and order flow and test my system against it, I'm reluctant to get a trainer because, as I've said in my previous videos, most in this space, they sell dependency. And of course, that is my path, the path of the lone stack, and the fight is mine and mine alone. So there you have it, the 6 steps that I use to treat my trading like my physical training. It's not about having endless discipline. It's about using a short burst of discipline to build a system, a habit that runs on autopilot. Think of discipline as the rocket fuel needed to launch a satellite into orbit. It takes immense energy to break free of gravity, but once the satellite is in orbit, it stays there with minimal effort, circling the Earth automatically. That is the goal, to make your core trading behaviors orbital, so you can save your precious mental fuel for navigating the unexpected. Building healthy habits also wasn't easy. I had to remove sugar and the excessive carbohydrates from my diet. I slipped up plenty of times, but after a few months, my cravings faded and my energy soared. Now I don't even miss the junk food. I may, of course, once in a while eat something outside of my diet, but I have no problem going immediately back on track. Trading works the same way. Create the right habits and sticking to them becomes second nature. I am sure if you reach this part of the video, you already know and understand enough to not fall a victim of all these people that try to lure you in by promising to make you a profitable trader in like 6 months. Can you build a strong and lean body in 6 months? What about being, let's say, a competitive combat sports fighter? The answer will always be no, unless, of course, you go into some really unhealthy and very dangerous shortcuts. For example, for bodybuilding, the shortcut is anabolic steroids. For trading, the shortcut is copy trading other people. But as when you stop the steroids, your body will lose all its gains eventually. Same with trading, you will go back to zero. This is why in the beginning I asked you if you were ready to sign a 10-year contract with yourself. This is what that contract looks like in action. It's the consistent training, the clean diet, the honest review. It's a huge personal commitment to the process and not the prize. And the freedom we are all looking for is on the other side of this discipline. And by the time you do all the work necessary, it will become second nature to you, just as it's starting to for me. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. Stay healthy, stay disciplined. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.